Elijah back here with another budget deck list, Upswing MTG. This time we go for a budget blue, which is basically almost the top, like the main blue deck list, which top 8s a lot of times. So this deck is super cheap, which is also one of the reasons why you run it, why you will meet a lot of guys playing this on the ladder, because yeah, as I said, mostly commons and uncommons. Okay, the really important stuff: Curious Obsession. Pteramander is also super important. Siren Stormtamer. The rest is kind of optional, so you can, if you don't have all the cards, you could swap them up a bit. Go for, I don't know, 4 of those instead of 4 of those and stuff like that. And the only real upgrade you would need is the Djinn. Okay, you don't write it like that. Tempest Djinn. That's like the only card you would want in here, exchange for whatever you prefer. Like you playtest it and find out what do you like, what don't you like about this deck. But in the end, here on Curious Obsession, most important card here, you have a lot of flyers and unblockable stuff for 1 land, so you can basically attack for free, draw a card. But careful, you have to attack to, or else you have to sacrifice this at the end of the turn. So play it only if you can attack. And if you attack the player directly, like do damage to him, you can draw a card. Super good card. Rest, pretty much a lot of control. Opt, super important, so you draw into it. Like if you don't draw Curious Obsession, games can get really hard really quick because you hardly have any damage, so you slowly grind the opponent down, draw a lot of cards and counter everything he has. Mainly with stuff like Spell Pierce to keep your creature, like whatever creature you have with the Curious Obsession on it, you want to keep this creature alive at any cost. For that you have Spell Pierce, Dive Down, also obviously the Stormtamer, and Essence Capturer allows you to counter creatures and even buff your enchanted creature even more, like you get a 1/1 counter. Negate, Wizard's Retort, really good with the Stormtamer as well because it only costs 2. Then you have the Trickster, really cool card because it allows you to block and get something out at the end of his turn to, yeah, basically, for example, block anything that has afterlife or stuff like that, because, or anything that procs, because it takes away all effects, even lifelink or something you can block, and that's super awesome. Or First Strike or whatever, super good card to give you even more control. Yeah, that's basically the deck list. As I said, the biggest upgrade I would recommend if you want to build towards a really good deck list here is the Tempest Djinn, and then change it up a bit. Okay, let's see how the games go, and hope you enjoy my budget lists. And yeah. Okay, good enough, I guess. I mean, I really want the Curious Obsession, but I at least have the Charter Curse, so I can draw into 2 cards and maybe then I have it. Let's see. If he plays a Yardlet Ranger or something now, will be super hard. Okay, at least it's only the Branch Walker. We will draw into land, no. Problem is he kills me way faster than I kill him. There's the Curious Obsession. I should have played the land afterwards, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, I will save my land so I can counter. He didn't draw any lands, so he plays the Branch Walker, tries to get more lands out. I lose 5 each turn though. I can play another Curious Obsession. Now he loses at least 4 each turn. Let's attack first, let's see what I'm drawing. Land. I'll go for this guy. I could use him, but I also have the counter spell. We'll save the rest. I have 2 spells in my graveyard, so for the Pteramander I still need a lot. I won't block for now. Still got enough life here. Let's attack first again. Save him as the blocker because he doesn't draw into any lands anyway. Okay, negate. Still have 3 lands, so I could use one of the Stormtamers. That's what I'm gonna do here. And I still have 2 lands to counter a spell. Okay, he didn't draw land again. He's really unlucky here. But at this point, I'm in a good spot anyway because I can counter anything. I should have probably used the negate here. I don't have to block yet. I could already make him big, but next turn is dead anyway if he doesn't draw into something to kill him. Let's see. Trickster, that's kind of big. 4, so it still costs 4. I would have 2 left, but I can do it in his turn as well. Okay, there is his 3rd land. Damn, I miscounted. Whatever, we'll block both here. Still have my spell pierce though, so he shouldn't be able to do anything. Have a lot of counter spells here and he's dead, okay. Okay, while it didn't go too bad, I mean, he kinda drew into nothing, so wouldn't be too proud of this performance here. Okay, I have a Curious Obsession, but I have no creature, therefore I'll mulligan. That's way better. Another land, don't really need it. Okay, Golgari again. I could draw into something that counters for 1 land, but if I don't, I can't save him anyway, so I'll use both Curious Obsession so I can draw 2 cards. Let's see. It'll land, so I wouldn't have drawn it anyway. Now I really have to hope that he stays alive. Like, if he stays alive this turn, game is basically done. I'll attack first. Let's see what I'm drawing. We'll play another one of those, and I still have to negate to save him. He shouldn't have anything like I can't counter right now. At least I hope so. Don't need to block here, it's only 1 damage. I could play the Trickster, but I really want to save lands for him. Okay. I'll play the Trickster anyway. Could I? Does it work like that? Could I have countered the Explore with it? Not too sure about it, so okay, whatever. He's down to 10, I can draw 2 cards again, and I should draw into some sort of counter spell here. I have a Trickster, I would have 2 of those, I will play 1 of those because I can play those 2 still. And we'll end my turn here. Really don't need to block. Yeah, that's sad. Can't do anything against it. So it wouldn't have worked. Now I draw into it, and now I don't have any card draw any longer. Okay, he's down to 4. So I'm still in a good position here, but I no longer have the possibility to draw cards each turn. So I have to work with those 3, and they are only against spells, so nothing against creatures here. I mean, obviously the dive down would at least work against him. Okay, don't care about this one. He can return Branch Walker, doesn't matter. Wait, I have 3 on the graveyard. Does this count? No, instant and sorceries. 5. I need 2 more in the graveyard, so I'll play this. Wait, why didn't I get the option to counter it? Whatever. Now I can't kill him. Should have went full control. I thought I'd get the option automatically, but it didn't allow me to counter my own spell, which, I mean, I guess makes kind of sense, but in this case I would have wanted to counter my own spell, so I'm able to adapt here and kill him. Okay, there we go. But even though I won everything so far, you can clearly see that I'm not the biggest fan of mono blue. Just trying to showcase what decks you should go for if you don't have a lot of wild cards, and that's also the reason why this deck is on top of the matter, because it's so cheap and requires only almost exclusively non-rares and non-mythics, and therefore super cheap to craft while be super strong at the same time. Okay. Give me a Curious Obsession. Perfect. Instant surrender, no one wants to deal with this. The thing with this deck is even the main deck only requires, like, you would use almost the same list. I mean, obviously you can tune it for your own liking, but you would use almost the same list with just Tempest Djinns, and rest would basically be the same. That's a bit unfortunate. Really hard to defend against the Curious Obsession. Will he instantly blow me up? He might go for it. He should go for it, yeah, and he does. Not gonna play anything here. I can Trickster to block. Or I don't even want to block, to be honest. I can just play him at the end of my turn. He might go for Light Up the Stage if so I can counter it with the Spell Pierce. Now I tap him so I can attack. with the Curious Obsession. Okay, instantly kills me. I need a creature, please. Well, it's a creature, I guess. Not the one I want, like I really want a flyer or an unblockable one. He might just kill him again. Would be really bad for me because I really need a creature here. Yeah, there it is. Down to 12, but he only has 2 cards left in hand. But 3 creatures on the battlefield and I don't draw into anything. Down to 6. And now I really needed my Djinn or anything with a bit more power. Could also go for the Mare, I guess, like the blue one. That would work, but yeah, I'm dead anyway. Okay, no Curious Obsession, maybe I'll draw into one. I'll play him. Doesn't matter too much, don't really have to protect my creatures now anyway because I don't have the Curious Obsession out. Can attack with both here. See what he does. I could play the Trickster to block, but I really hope he plays his stuff in his first phase before he attacks. There it is. Okay, I don't really care about this one because the trigger won't happen if I play the Trickster. That's super good. Give me a Curious Obsession, please. Well, whatever. He can't get any tokens out, like if he gets lifelink, I'm kinda doomed, I think. Can he play anything else? There it is, perfect. I will play it on him because he's unblockable anyway, so I can proc it every single turn easily. I still have counter spells, so it doesn't matter too much. Can use the Spell Pierce, so if I draw into a land I can still counter another spell. Down to 5. There's the land, perfect. Now I can still counter one more thing. And that's just a tilting experience for him. So you can see, even though I don't run any wildcards or rares, it works basically almost the same way like the main deck. Now I can just attack, tap, that's it. Perfect. Good run, really cheap deck. I mean, I guess kind of fun to play, not so much fun to play against, but yeah, if you want to grind, don't really have the wildcards for a full deck list yet, that's a good way to climb, doing your daily missions and stuff while winning, I guess, at least more than half your games, probably most of your games if you play it right, and get to the deck of your choice faster, or and you still have a lot of upgrade potential, as I mentioned before. So yeah, hope you enjoyed another budget deck list, and don't forget to join us.